and it is time for us to introduce today's special guest. Yes, so today's guest is a man called Jack, who is better known online as Jack the Drums. Okay, now Jack has taken social media by storm over recent years with his celebration of the simple life through daily videos of Cornish sea swims, caravan living, and a commitment to spreading some general positivity. It's what we love to see. Jack's morning live streams, especially on TikTok alone and now on his YouTube channel as well, he has built a vibrant community of thousands of people. He joins us here in the studio this morning to share more of those good vibes. Good morning, Jack.
What's on? How
Hello.
you doing, mate? You all good?
I'm very well. Thanks for coming in today.
Pleasure.
Well, you, like I've kind of said in your introduction there, you bring an energy of positivity, which I'm excited to delve into that today.
Well, I don't really know what I do. I
love it.
Do it, and I don't know.
I love the fact when you come in here today, you're also kind of like, I don't really know what. Basically, you don't know why you're here, what you're going to talk about.
Nah,
that's the fun of it, though.
Yeah, it's just kind of like 5 months down the line, and I still don't really know what's going on, but I'm just going in a direction and doing what I'm doing. So
yeah, well, we are going to get into all that good stuff. We're going to talk about exactly what you have been doing online, and this community that you've created.
Yeah.
What I will just say to start off with is we have been inundated with messages this morning. People knowing that you're here. We have got a lot of positive messages from people coming in saying, you know, they're looking forward to hearing Jack. And,
oh, legends.
Yeah, so you've got a little fan base already, Jack.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's like a little tribe. It's crazy.
It is. So do you want to kickstart us off? Give our listeners today a little bit of an intro. Who is Jack? And tell us a little bit about you and your journey here in Cornwall.
Well, I mean, I'm originally from Cornwall anyway, and I'm a surfer. But in the last sort of 5 or 6 years, I've become like an avid cold water swimmer, which is kind of sort of the main reason of the channel initially, and just sort of promoting the fact that Cornwall's just such an epic place to live, and you can keep it simple, and it's pretty free. So yeah, that's kind of it really. But I don't really. Yeah, it's just sort of rolled along.
I love it though, and it's kind of on theme with our theme here on Chaos Radio this week. Because earlier on in the week, I had Blue Balls Cornwall on the show.
Ah, no,
the cold water men's swimming group, and this is kind of up your street as well.
Yeah, definitely.
You document you going out doing these swims as well, and it is. There are so many health benefits to it, sort of mentally and physically, isn't it?
I think even just the discipline of it. I prefer it in the morning, hence why going in live in the mornings become the theme.
Yeah.
But I just think it's just such a positive start to your day, just by getting up and doing something that some mornings like this week's been gnarly, mate. Like it's been really cold. And also as well, it's kind of like that northerly wind when it cuts here, like it's almost worse than being in the snow, as mad as that sounds, just because it's like you're so vulnerable. And I also quite like the aspect of the endurance of going down, getting changed down the beach,
right,
thinking about it and start like, you know, you've got to pack your gear properly, and it's mad. Yeah.
I guess it becomes part of your routine, and that again helps you with what you want to achieve.
Yeah, routine's good, especially being sort of a filmmaker by trade. It can mean sort of a lot of time, like, you know, being idle, and like for me it's like just getting the adrenaline going in the morning, which it really does.
Yeah.
Like it really gets it going.
I don't doubt it. I think you're nuts.
I am.
So you say you're a filmmaker there by trade. Like, let us know a bit more. I want to know. Like, I see Jack online, but I don't know much about Jack away from your live stream.
Right,
so
okay.
Tell us about what you do, what your passions are, and obviously you are known by Jack the Drum, so I'm guessing there's an element of music involved as well.
There's quite a big part of it. So like so in terms of my work, I'm sort of a filmmaker. So when I say filmmaker, I mean it sounds more glamorous than it actually is, but it's more like product videos, event videos, festivals, stuff like that. Nice. But I also really enjoy like telling a story. So what I'd like to do eventually is go down the road, which is where YouTube kind of comes in, of doing like short films and stuff like that. The musical side of things, I'm predominantly a drummer. I was sort of originally in a band a few years ago as the drummer, although now it seems that being in the van, the drums don't fit in the van, so so the guitars come out.
I was going to say, I've seen you with a guitar in hand before.
Yeah, so the guitar's sort of relatively new. My late old man, like he sort of left me a guitar, and because of that, I sort of got a bit more obsessional with playing guitar. This one guitar in particular. And yeah, it's just 50 minutes a day. Put it down, get annoyed with it, pick it back up, so guitar's become the main sort of theme.
Nice.
In the mornings, yeah.
I like it. It's cool. And obviously you've got that passion for music built in you. I've seen you sharing, you create your own playlists as well.
Yeah.
You've got your Caravan playlist.
Definitely,
and things like that. All sorts of 80s, 90s stuff as well, which I did look through your playlist, right? And I've suitably taken some of those tracks to play a little bit later on as well. So
nice.
We'll keep you happy with that, hopefully.
That's great.
So Jack, tell us a little bit. I want to ask you, what's an average day in the life of Jack?
Well, getting up at sort of 6:30, setting everything up in the van, and then sort of going live, making a coffee. It's become like this whole. It's like a full-blown routine now. It's originally started on TikTok, so yeah, that's sort of the routine, and then eventually what will happen is I'll sort of. The guys on the channel will be like, "Come on, Jack, come on." They push me and I push them, so that they'll get me out to go for a swim. So yeah, I'll sort of go out for a swim for about 45 minutes, something like that. It's all like a mad dash as well, especially at the moment streaming on both platforms. So it's like
exactly,
it's a bit of work, and also like sort of planning out where to swim at the moment, which is something else I'll get into in a minute, because you've got to watch water run off and like rain run off and stuff like that. So that's kind of the morning, and then heading from there, then I'll probably get the laptop back out, and then I'm editing a video or doing some sort of work. That's kind of it, really.
Keeping himself busy for sure.
Yeah, and then just try and get out and about. I love getting out and about. The simplicity of living in the van is the main reason I'm willing to sort of, or I want to compromise my living standards, I guess, to be able to get outside more, because I've just noticed the health benefits from just being out there is just huge. So that's kind of it, really.
That's cool. I like it, and like we said, people are watching this. People are almost invested in your life. They feel like, they are a part of your day, your routine.
Yeah, it's quite overwhelming.
I bet, because you are opening up a very intimate aspect of your life. Like, you are switching on the camera in your home.
Yeah, and it's quite I never really thought about it like that, but yeah, you're actually right. And the fact is, it's only been like 5 months or so, and it really has grown so fast on TikTok. It's crazy. I don't know. I always say it, I'm like, I don't know what you see in me, but yeah. So it has been overwhelming, and there's been a lot of. Again, I'm sort of quite hands-on with computers and stuff like that as well. So the infrastructure of setting things up, like Discord channels and stuff like that, it's just been. Yeah, intense, but it's so worth it. It's great. I love it.
I mean, I am an absolute tech useless. I am completely.
Okay.
I am only recently kind of delved into the kind of live aspect of TikTok myself.
Yeah.
Half the time, I still don't really know what I'm doing, but we're getting there. But yeah, you are absolutely smashing it. Like you said, community is a big focus. It's what we are passionate about here at Chaos as well. And you really have kind of created this real positive vibe, which I guess not only benefits you, but is helping other people as well.
Yeah, I get quite protective about it. Like, but it's completely understandable. Like, a lot of my friends don't have TikTok and stuff, and to be honest, I tell them not to. That's another story. Yeah, but like, I try and explain it to them. I'm like, I feel like I'm trying to go about it a different way, and every person that comes through on my lives and says morning to me, I want to honour them by saying morning back. It's almost like the old school method of walking down the street and being like morning, and it's kind of But I've not done that on purpose. I've just done it because I pride myself as a people person. I want to say hello to every person that takes the time out to say hello. So yeah,
it's nice. I mean, obviously, social media has its pros and cons.
Definitely,
there's always the highs and lows. I think I've learned that the hard way with some of my singing in between songs on the radio. I get like people like Ross, stop singing. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, people are brutal.
They can be.
We've had a week of it, but yeah, people can be brutal.
But we live in this generation now where social media can be such a positive, powerful tool as well.
Yeah.
And obviously you've used this to your advantage. Like, you're essentially making a career out of this now, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
you're not convinced.
Well, I suppose it is. It's just kind of, I just don't believe it. Like, it's how it's sort of happening. But like, yeah, I've got like people like supportive, like I've got like memberships and stuff like that, and people support the channel, and then it's also supporting like certain charities that I feel, proud to support, and yeah, I don't really know. I don't know, man.
I love the fact you give off such a chilled vibe, but you also like seem a very like humble, down to earth guy, and you're just like amazed by the fact that people enjoy watching you.
Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of just turn the camera on and just do what I do, and it's I suppose the one that I find mad is how people find me relaxing. It's like my whole life everyone's been like, "Slow down, Jack, you're erratic," and everyone actually finds me relaxing. I'm like,
Oh,
mad.
interesting. Maybe you just got one of those voices. Who knows?
I don't know, mate.
Who knows? Right, what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break now. We're going to play one of Jack's songs that I found from your playlist.
Okay.
We're going to play that, and then we're going to come back and we're going to chat a little bit more to Jack, all about life in Cornwall and his platforms and that. So, guys, don't go anywhere. I've chosen some Razorlight.
Nice.
We've gone for Before I Fall to Pieces.
Yeah, nice.
All right. Right, there we go. That was a bit of Razorlight there from 2006 with Before I Fall to Pieces. Guys, if you are just tuning in, we are still joined here in the studio by Jack the Drums himself.
Was on.
He's here. We have still got loads of positive messages coming in for Jack, not from Jack. If you're sending them to yourself,
it'd be a bit weird.
Bit weird. But yeah, so many messages saying Jack is so humble. One of the few genuine people we see online on social media. Michelle says, I get up early now just to watch Jack. Love this. And we've got Julie saying he's part of our adopted family. MJ says he's my early morning radio and podcast. So there's a lot of love for you.
That's class. Yeah, you're all mad.
You are. Nutters, the lot of you. Now, Jack, I want to kind of throw it back to before you started posting about your life online. Like, I want to know what inspired you to like pick up that camera and say, actually, I'm going to start sharing more parts of my life.
Well, originally it was one of my best friends. I don't actually genuinely know, other than the fact that I know that we live in a beautiful place, and I guess I wanted to use that to inspire people to live simpler lives. That's probably it if I think about it properly. Yeah. Also, it was one of my mates where he was like, "You're good at just rambling on and talking." He's like, "Why don't you just go live and just see what happens?" And that was kind of it, really. But originally I ran like surf events and stuff like that, and I did like commentary on surf events, so I guess that was kind of my apprenticeship, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Or at least just a way of, because it's so hard commenting at surf events because there's not that much to talk about.
Yeah,
it's pretty hard. Like, so yeah, that was kind of it, really. But in terms of going on, I actually genuinely don't know. I just have gone on there. I used to put like pretty silly skits and stuff on TikTok. Just because I've probably got some sort of like character problem or something like that, and then it just evolved from there. I got a notification on TikTok saying you can go live, and then I clicked it, and then it just grew from there. More people started logging in. So
thing is, I think a lot of us as humans, we're just nosy. Like, I love just watching what other people do.
Yeah,
and it's pure curiosity, isn't it?
Yeah, the Caravan thing definitely got things off the ground, if you know what I mean, because it is that it was like wake up in the Caravan, and the amount of questions I'd get, and abuse actually, but yeah, the amount of questions that I'd get like about the van and stuff like that, and I guess that's just kind of it. It's just snowballed. So
well, let's talk about it, because you do talk about the fact that you love life in the van and kind of promoting that kind of quote simple life essentially.
Yeah.
But talk to us about life in the van, because stereotypically you're a young lad. Not many young lads are out there living life in a caravan. So tell me about it.
Well, I think it's definitely something that's growing. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Cornwall's a pretty expensive place to live. Like, it was kind of, I was forced into a situation where I had sort of a relationship breakdown, that kind of thing, and then to cut my long story short, I was sort of put into a situation where I was either house sharing or well, that's kind of the road I was going. And then I was sort of on Facebook Marketplace, and then all of a sudden this van just popped up, and it was like, oh, okay, that could actually work. And then, fast forward sort of, a couple of months later and that, and I was in it. But I've just embraced it. I love it. And I think more people should consider having, like, the motto is kind of less is more. And I just think more people should consider that, a simpler life. I don't know. There's a lot of people on this planet, and it's like it can only go so far. And just utility bills going up and everything, and it's just mad, and it's just going up and up and up, and it's just things you can't control. And so and maybe I've got possibly a bit of ADHD about me or something like that, and just that simplicity of being in the van and everything has its place. I love it.
Sometimes
Absolutely
I think, I mean, your setup is very cozy from what I've seen. It
It
looks
is.
great. And I think we all need a little bit more of that, because sometimes we just need a little reminder that we don't need the big materialistic
No.
things. Like, keep things simple, and it really actually makes you appreciate what you do have.
100%. Yeah, and let's be honest, a lot of social media, TikTok. I mean, I try my best to not actually. It sounds bad, really, but I try my best to not use TikTok that often,
Right.
because I just don't want to get influenced by a lot of the stuff on it. Like, I'm getting sort of thrusted to sell like stuff on TikTok Shop that I don't want to do, because it's like it's polluting the planet and it's just bad stuff. It's just throwaway stuff. Do you know what I mean? It goes against everything that I'm about in the van. So yeah, it's just embracing the simplicity and just getting out in the fresh air and just, do you know what I mean? Like, just, like.
And where, bit of a kind of broad question here now, but like, where do you think you get your positivity from? Because again, we're all human, we all have down days, and I'm sure there are days where you go live and you think, I don't want to be happy chappy today.
Yeah,
but
100%.
you feel like you probably have to sometimes.
Probably just like the community that we've built on the channel. Like, it's a two-way thing. There's 100%. There's days, they know there's days where I've logged on and, like, you know, I'm struggling. But we just pick each other up, and I think that's the way that social media should be. Like, it's use it in the right way.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then other than that, probably just my parents and stuff, you know, and my friends. You know, I'm proud of my friends, and we all do that. But I'm proud of them as well, because they're not on TikTok and they refuse to go on it. YouTube, once YouTube comes up, I reckon I'll be there. But yeah,
and that's kind of where you're pushing things for now, isn't it? You're heading more towards that YouTube content.
Again, because I'm a filmmaker, I want to create stuff that I just feel like I can inspire people more on there. Being a filmmaker, I don't want to make throwaway content. I want to make stuff that like lasts, and it's, you know, I'm proud of it. And obviously I'm proud of what I do, but like, I want to create cinema. Do you know what I mean? That's the plan anyway. So
nice. Okay. Well, you've certainly got the viewers that are waiting to watch. So we look forward to seeing what you create.
Cheers, mate.
Where do you see it going? Like, have you got like a plan or an aim where you're like, right, this year I want to achieve this?
I should, but I don't really.
He's literally winging it.
I am winging this, mate. Like, this is a full-blown wing. Like, there is no plan here of what I'm doing. It's more kind of the community will say like, oh, how about this, or what about that? Like, there's been mentions of potentially starting up some sort of like retreats.
Oh, nice.
Down the line and stuff. Okay, all right. Well, in that case, then I better get the Wim Hof technique down and get my lifeguard, and then here we go. But yeah, genuinely, I don't really know. I'm just rolling with it. I've building up the YouTube. It's a long process. YouTube is comparison to TikTok. So just building up cool videos over there, I guess. Yeah, that's the plan.
Oh well, you're certainly getting there, and it's good to see. And I love anybody who champions Cornwall. Like, I'm a Cornishman myself, and when I just see someone thriving and loving Cornwall, it just makes me happy. So
I absolutely. I mean, I say it every morning. Like, I absolutely love where I live. Yeah. I'm so passionate. Like, and that comes from, you know, sort of doing quite a lot of. I was lucky to do a lot of travelling with my surfing when I was younger. So I've seen a lot of the world. I've been very lucky to see a lot of the world, and it's a special place, Cornwall.
It is.
It really is.
Well, I thought we'd end today's interview by playing a little bit of a game with you, a bit of a Cornish this or that.
Oh, here we go.
All right. So I'm going to give you some this or that questions, and you have to pick one of them, basically.
Okay.
All right. Your favourite.
Right.
Okay. Right. I'm putting you on the spot now as a proper Cornish. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. If you had to choose Perranporth or Fistral Beach, which are you choosing? It's question one, and he's already struggling, guys.
Probably Fistral.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Cornish pasty or saffron bun?
Pasty.
Pasty.
Gotta be a growler.
Yeah. Okay. Surfing or hiking?
Oh, what? Surfing.
Yeah.
It's got to be surfing.
Bit of
surfing's
surf.
my love. Like,
All right. Summer or winter?
A summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah. That's a hard one. That one.
All right. Caravan or camper van?
Caravan. for the minute. Yeah. That's a
Okay.
both on that one.
Okay. Fish and chips or a cup of tea?
Probably a cup of tea, because every time I have fish and chips, it puts me on my back. So yeah, a brew.
Okay. And last but not least, the most common Cornish question: jam or cream first?
Jam.
Hey, there you go. You passed the test.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks. Put on the spot there. My brain was like,
Yeah. All good. Well, Jack, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the
Thank
show.
you so much, mate. Likewise. Yeah.
It's been lovely having you talking all about it. Give us a final plug. Where can people follow the YouTube? Where can they find you online and see what you're all about?
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm on predominantly the main sort of spot is TikTok. All on the handle Jack the Drums. Instagram, it's Jack the Drums. It's a different story, but yeah, the YouTube predominantly. But there's a link tree on either one you hit up. It will get you into the place you need to be, if you know what I mean.
Perfect.
And there's loads of links in there for bits and bobs. So
Well, there you go. You heard it here first. Go and check him out. Loved having you on the show. So thank
pleasure,
you for coming
mate.
in.
Pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.